Hey guys, Tyrael here, and I want to take a second to step away from the pushing. I'm obviously still doing it or else I'd be losing trophies, but I didn't want everything I post to be just pushing. On Tiny, I've actually been using this strategy, the bag strategy. It's basically what you use when you can't use BAM and don't want to use Barch. So basically what it is just barbarians, archers, goblins. What you do is you start with a Barch, but then you pour the goblins in straight there, and they're going to break that wall right there. You don't have wall breakers with it. You can bring them if you want to, but you don't have to. I personally don't. You just break through the walls with the goblins, and then they just flood around. You do really have to watch out for that splash, though. I've noticed a lot of YouTubers are posting strategies, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I already planned this, and then I just log into YouTube, and I just see all these different strategy type stuff, and I'm just like, oh no, that's what I was going to post. Why? Why does it have to be the same? But, I mean, I'm going through with this anyways. It's because this is a good attack strategy, and it's what I've been doing, and I haven't been showing this to you guys recently, and I don't want to just show you guys pushing. At this point, I'm actually just letting myself get the second star, because I'm letting myself push up a bit. Just so I can find a little bit higher town halls, so if I find like an abandoned town hall 9, he's going to have more loot. It's going to be a little tougher to get the loot, and I definitely won't win the attack, but I mean, I got the goblins, so I should be able to take the vast majority of the loot, unless he puts it behind his walls. So I left that mortar to the very end. I couldn't really get to it. You really want to take out the mortar when you're using the bag strategy. The bag strategy is you take the outside down with your barbarians and your archers, get a little bit of damage if you can on the collectors, but mainly it'll be your goblins to get the collectors, and they can also get the storages because they just flood through and do double damage. My goblins, unfortunately, are only level 3 because that's all I can do, but once you get to like Town Hall 9, this works all the way through Town Hall 10. You can use this at Town Hall 10. Basically, what this is best for is when you don't want to use BAM or can't. If you're below Town Hall 7, you can't use BAM, you don't have minions. But if you're above Town Hall 7, the reason to use this, you want to save that Dark Elixir. You don't want to spend it on minions because it does really add up to thousands and thousands and thousands, and it really does slow down your hero production unless you raid all day non-stop and focus on a lot of Dark Elixir. So you use the bag strategy. It's slightly slower build than Barch, but it can get a lot deeper, and it can take a lot more resources in a lot shorter time. Look how quick these attacks are. They'd be just a little bit longer at Town Hall 9 and 10. They'd be like a minute and a half instead of a minute. But it is really a good attack strategy for any Town Hall level. The one issue with it for Town Hall 9 and 10 is that you won't win as many, you won't get as many 50% unless they have their Town Hall outside and you get that free 1 star. But what it does is it does save that Dark Elixir. Save so much Dark Elixir because you don't spend any on your army, but you can get thousands per attack. It is a slightly longer build, but then you can attack more leisurely. Those goblins will actually get storages unless they're buried deep in a base with very high level defenses. Unless you maybe use spells. If you do use spells, you can actually get the storages. But don't expect to get the storages on a Town Hall 9 and 10 if they're actually trying to be protected by an active player. But still, these goblins, you can deploy like 2 of them and take an entire collector that's being hit by like a cannon still. Okay, it's more like 3 or 4 goblins, but that's only 3 or 4 troops. You can take it with less troops if you use the goblins. The goblins are worth 30-second build time. Their double damage on what you want to destroy is so helpful that extra 5 seconds or whatever to build, maybe 5-10 seconds, depending whether you're comparing it to a barbarian or archer, is really worth it because that double damage does make the raids go by a lot quicker and does save troops if you do want to save troops. I'm not trying to right here because I'm still trying to just get as much of a win as I possibly can because I still want to push up with him a little bit more. But yes, the bag strategy is a great farming strategy, especially I gotta stress it again, if you want to save your Dark Elixir, you want to upgrade your heroes, you want to max them out, this is a good attack strategy instead of the BAM. And it's a lot stronger than the Barch for getting those storages or getting just behind the walls, because the Barch will be taken out a lot easier than you might think. The goblins, sure, if you lose 5 of them, but the remaining 5 instead of like 10 barbarians will do double damage. They'll do the damage for 10 anyways. So this is just a very good farming strategy for anyone out there who hasn't tried it. I'm sure a lot of you have tried it, and I think if you didn't like it, you may not have had just the best experience with it, because personally I've always found it to be a good one to go to no matter what. Even if it's not always the one I use, it is a good one to go to, and it's very good in its own respect. So I have been continuing my push to 4K, but I wanted to take a day off from it. That's why I posted this instead of doing that. But I have been raiding, and I've been getting better. I've been practicing so I don't fail on my live raids. And I actually did get some good 2-stars and actually a 3-star, which I did record that I'm going to eventually show you guys. But for now, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Tyrael, out.